Hey YouTube, it's your girl Flowy Fan since 2000 with a review for Boardwalk Empire, season 3, no, season 4, episode 1, entitled New York Sour. We start off with these two guys in this bar eating. They leave this guy a $5 tip or $2 tip or whatever. Then they go outside and they're in their truck and it's snowing out. So, the one guy goes to start the car and he goes, "Oh my God, it won't start." He goes on the front, he pulls up the hood of the car, and then the guy doesn't see the guy anymore. And he's like, "Oh my God, what happened?" So he goes out and he sees that somebody slit the guy's throat. Then we see Richard kill the other guy. He looks like he collects a piece of paper. I think the piece of paper is maybe a deed to the house or has something to do with getting Jillian away from Tommy, or maybe the deed to Jillian's house. There are people who are auditioning for Chalky's Club, and they're like tap dancing. We get introduced to two new characters, Dickie and his wife, Chalky Dunn, and the two new characters, Dickie and his wife, are at the table, and the guys basically sends talented acts to Chalky's Club, and that's kind of their business deal that they have. And they kind of, just shoot the breeze with each other. Dickie's wife has a thing for Dunn, and you see it already. She just goes, "I need another drink," and he tells Dunn, "You heard her." And then he goes and, gets her drink. He goes, "What was in this again?" She kind of goes, "Don't you remember?" They go get the drink, and he has a napkin that she gave him. It's a napkin with a picture of them having sex on it. And then, he just looking at the picture, and then she just kind of flirts with him. I'm thinking, Dunn, you do not want to get involved with her. I'm thinking, she just look like she is so rotten. We're going to get to that. Anyway, Nucky is watching from the room up top, just keeping an eye on things, helping Chalky. And then he and Arnold Rothstein and all these other businessmen, Luciano and his partners, are having this meeting, and Nucky just says how he just wants to be in New York and how he doesn't want to be looking over his shoulder. He don't want any drama. He wants peace. And the guy on the couch, that's the same guy that was working with Jip on the last season, and Nucky told him if he saw him in Atlantic City again that he would kill him. But now I realize that they're in New York, and that's why the guy's able to be around Nucky and not, start any drama. But anyway, he just kind of says how he just wants some peace. He doesn't want to start anything, but I really don't trust Nucky. I think he has something up his sleeve. Jillian is in court. Oh my God, I knew she was coming back from the previews, but I still did not want to see her come back. She's pleading with, the judge to kind of let her back in Tommy's life. Julie and her father are there, and, she's just like, you don't understand. When he was brought to me, he wouldn't even talk for the first few days. He was being raised in a cat house, in a whorehouse, and Jillian was just like, I'm putting my house up for sale, and I really just want to be in Tommy's life. And then, that's basically what we see in the courtroom. Julia is really having a fit. She's, kind of tearing up. She really doesn't want to see Tommy go. I really don't know if her and Richard have seen each other since, last season. But anyway, Eli's son is older now. They think they definitely recast it. I don't know why, but he's driving his father around. His father's basically ask him, "Do you smoke?" And he just goes, "No, my friend Henry wore out my coat, and that's why it smells like smoke." He doesn't believe him, but anyway, he's in college. They kind of want him to kind of succeed for the family and get that degree for the family. He's got a lot of pressure on him. You could tell he really doesn't want to be, about that college life. He wants to be about that gangster life, and he wants to be a part of Nucky's business. And his father's like, I want you to go to school and all this. uh, what's his name? Van Alden's partner, the one that I thought got killed with Owen Slater. He's still alive. He is, of course, still, being rotten. And him and his new guy have this thing where they have to go get all this booze from this, building. I'm gonna talk to you about that. And I thought he was dead, but now I think he set Owen up, and that's how Owen got killed. Because he and Owen, they both went in there together, and we know Owen got killed, but he didn't get killed. There's an article. Oh, Al Capone goes to recruit some new, prostitutes for this cat house, and they're all kind of big women. And he just kind of like, okay, out the car, out the car. They go to this, cat house where I guess this is part of his business where he wants to get some new women. And then there's an article about him in the paper. And, he's all jolly about it. I'm in the paper. Oh my God, I'm famous. And he gets pissed off because they misspelled his last name. They spelled it Capon, and they forgot the E, and he's just having a big fit about it. He's like, how hard is it to spell Capone? How hard is that? And, he just wants to make things right. He wants to kill somebody just for spelling his name wrong. You know how Al Capone is. Jillian, she wants to pretend like she's selling her house, but really, she's really just prostituting herself. She lures men in by, showing them the house, and, once they see her, they kind of, figure that it's not actually selling the house, it's selling, her body, and then, she basically just goes, 30, 40, or if you want me to put in my mouth another 10. And then he just kind of goes, okay. And then we see before another guy comes, we see her kind of shoot up some drugs. If you know, in the season finale of last season, she got shot up with some heroin by Jip, and now she has a habit of it. And this new guy comes there. He kind of wants to be with her, more than just a fling. And now we know that, that's going to be some trouble. And everybody realized that that's Burger from Sex and the City. Not the first guy, but the second guy that came to Jillian's house. That's Burger. But anyway, Richard, he's going around killing another man, sitting at his desk. I don't know what this is about. I think it has something to do with Tommy and Jillian. And he basically is begging for his life, saying how he, has a kid, how he has a present for her. Can he at least sign a card? And he kills him, and he takes, or does he take some? I don't know what he does, but anyway, he kills the guy. You have Eli's son at the dinner table, and Nucky's oblivious. He's like, "Oh, you got into the engineering thing?" He goes, "No, it's geology or whatever." And they go and sing, and he's kind of like, yeah. Like, what do you say to your mother? Respect your mother. Kind of tells her, "I love you, mom." And then, Nucky has to leave, and then next thing you know, he follows him out. He's like, "I want to be a part of this business." He goes, "You will be, but get that degree." He says, "I do smoke. I do a lot of bad things." He goes, "Yeah, I know. That's okay. I did a lot of that when I was in college." And we know Nucky never been in college. He just saying that. But anyway. Okay. Don is sleeping with that girl. I forgot her name, but Dickie's wife. And then next thing you know, Dickie shows up and he goes, "What the heck is going on?" She tries to lie about it, says, he made me. And then he kind of makes Don sleep with her. And, he basically calls him all these names, the N word and everything. And then as he's, sleeping with his wife, he starts to like get all hot and bothered. And then next thing you know, Don takes a glass and kills the guy. And she jumps out the window. Chalky comes. Chalky, Eli, and Nucky come. And they got to clean up the mess. And Chalky is getting on Don just for being so stupid and even thinking about sleeping with her. And then, they can't find the girl. And then he has to go and bury the body. I think I'm going to be running over. So I'm going to post a part 2 to this. Anyway, rate, comment, and subscribe.